Yay! And now I have the title Versed in Yesteryear, which is very, very nice. However, Waldo has year 11, so this was added...
I've been put up to a cruel joke.
Okay. We have a new adventure. And now my bags are full again. Okay, so let's do something here. I'm gonna actually clear the housing items by mailing them to my housing dwarf. Quicksilver will take care of them for me. Achoo! Alright, let's set this up and do it this way. There we go. Okay, so when you complete the year 10, you'll get the Tome of the Majestic White Stag, the Steed of the Reminiscing Dragon, which looks amazing, and the Armor of the Reminiscing Dragon, which also looks pretty amazing. So we're going to loot those. The horse already auto-granted itself. And now let me get the pet going. The pet thing is not bound, interestingly enough. And that needs to go to Kirellen. Okay. 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 I am versed in yesteryear, and I've done the thing. So all these pieces of scrap paper have a number on them. And the numbers, if you put the numbers in order, represent coordinates. So chat, do you want me to do year 11 first, or do you want me to do the year 10 extra goodie first? Or maybe I'll just do the giveaway first. How about that? All right, we got just a few hands in the raffle. Let's see who's going to win themselves 100 Locha points. Give away clothes. Oh, man, this one's close. 3 choices. Big Mikey. Heck yeah. You get yourself some Locha points. Let me get a DM open to you real quick. A Twitch whisper. Yes. Whisper, whisper. Alright. Hopefully you don't have your things sorted out. There you go. Big Mikey, you should have a DM for me in the Twitches. Okay. You know what? Let's do year 11 because we got to do some more traveling, and then we're going to go get the end result of all of this after we complete the epilogue. The epilogue is actually pretty fun because it adds a little spice to things. So year 11 Tales is Gollum. Gollum. Alright, we're gonna ride, and this is the one that was added after when Northern Mirkwood is added to the game. Now the one about this one is you only need to do 10 of the 11 choices. But there's 2 of them that are in Gollum's cave, so you might as well go to Gollum's cave, right? So, out of all of these, the only one that's like really super difficult, in my opinion, is the one that requires you to go to Barad-dûr, because if you try to walk through the front door, not gonna work. However, what I do have is a Mordor, so we're gonna do that one real quick. That one's gonna be relatively easy. So let's go to my thingy-majigger. My mead hall. And we're going to use the Mordor. The Mordor. And so this is the last year, the last tail card for the anniversary scavenger hunt. They did an epilogue the following year that explained the story as to how this all happened. To make it a real thing, as in, why is this thing even here? I have some weird ass shit on my mead hall lawn. Don't look. But my mead hall, and I just threw some things down because why not? Including the gold floor. And we're traveling to Mordor. And this is basically my teleportation corner. Alright. So this character has not unlocked Mordor. So we've got a bit of a ride ahead of us. So this is the second time this character has been inside Mordor. Because the first time was when I first came through to see if I needed to do any unlocks. And I'm not going to ride down to Magash 2 to unlock that one, because I can always just use my Mordor to come into the ruins of Dingarth. So we're just going to ride over to the Dark Tower. Knock on the door and ask Sauron for a cup of sugar. Except, this is Mordor after the fall of the Dark Tower, so he ain't home. And I think what I'm going to do is, it says optional, visit the memory of the ring bearer south of the camp of the host. I'm going to do that one in place of one of the other ones. The main question is, which one do I want to not do? I mean, this one was the obvious one to not do. Simply because you had to you'd have to have some way into Mordor to be able to do this one. But since I had a way into Mordor, it's like, what the hell? Why not? Sometimes I do have some trouble adjusting to what Mordor looks like in the Last Alliance era. Because some of the stuff doesn't look the same. But then you have to think, well, people built shit in 3,000 years, right? In 3,000 years, you know, Gondor would have had time to build that, right? After they thought Sauron was toast. What I don't understand is why they didn't realize that Aiglos was still around. Wait, what, Druid? What are you talking about? There's a little awesome side quest here in Dora Marth where you discover that Aiglos, the Spear of Gil-galad, is still here. It's one of those things where the dev team saw an opportunity to put something in the game that sounded reasonable, but didn't violate any known lore, because we don't know what happened to Aiglos. We know what happened in Narsil is shattered when Elendil fell. But we never knew the fate of Aiglos, the Spear of Gil-galad. We don't know what happened to his shield. So you could write various theories as to what actually happened. Also, one of the reasons why I wanted to do this one is because it takes me to this lava pool over here. You can see glowing. So, when Mordor first came up to Bulleror, you could fish in that. They didn't turn off the fishing. It was flagged as just regular water. And this was also before they turned on the debuff around it. Okay, so our two optionals are visit the memory of the ring bearer or listen to a gossip in one of the markets in Dale. Well, I'm not going to listen to a gossip in the markets at Dale. I'll do the other optional. Okay, but let's get out of here. We don't need to be in Mordor anymore. But we will be coming back. Because the memory of the ring bearer is what happens to Gollum. And what happens at the end of all things. Alright, let's go back to the house. No, not that house. This house. This old house. Alright, we're gonna go back to Rivendell to start with. And we're gonna go back to Gollum's Cave, because that's gonna be the longest ride.
Hello there.
Hello there.
What can I do for you?
Send me to Glowin's camp, please.
What do you need?
Oh, let's go to Rimbark this time. And we're getting winding down to the end of our adventures today. On the last year. And then we'll do the epilogue real quick. And then we will do the Standing Stone quest. And I will need to find... anniversary. And... a scavenger hunt. The riddle quest. I'm gonna pop up that one because that one it needs to do a thing to make it work. So let me have that ready to go. And then after the stream, I'm gonna get ice cream. I think that sounds like a really good idea. Because my voice is starting to feel a little bit rough for talking fairly often in the past 12 hours. So hope everybody's been having a good day, enjoying the stream. I know you've had a lot of other places you could have been, but it's always good to see the support. And we hope to see you when the entire, well, not the entire, but the big push comes in later this year, where we do our big blowout. And again, even though Cord hasn't said so official-like, I'm still gonna pester him until he's generally pretty laid back about it. But any donations made to the Extra Life campaign will go towards any of the rewards that he eventually sets up later this year for the Extra Life campaign. And this year we have some new things that we already know are going to be on the list. Including the Potatoes character portrait that everybody really wanted, ever since we only got one of those last year. And also the Samwise property guard for housing. But I hope everybody's been enjoying the show, been enjoying hanging out and chatting and causing a little bit of trouble. Godwin is already hopefully dead asleep, who had stream bombed me earlier, and that was okay. This was an okay to stream bomb as long as you didn't grief sort of event, and so it all went well, I think. People behaved in chat, which I wouldn't expect them not to. Except once in a while you might get some rando rolling into a stream and be all whatever. But I think most people saw that, you know, the word charity was all over the place, and they're like, even like complete and utter goobers won't typically troll during a charity stream. Generally, the only time I've ever seen is like somebody just wasn't paying attention. They just rolled into a channel and wanted to troll the streamer and didn't realize what the streamer was doing. And as soon as they realized, they're like, oh, sorry, my bad. Sorry, my bad. So this one does involve a lot of running around. Yeah, this one is only a drag because you can't do any kind of swift travel in here. And it's a long run. All the way down to the basement. Down to the goblin town. Down to the goblin town. Down to the goblin town. You ho me lad. Ho me lad. Then when I was in Mordor, I should have sung the songs from Mordor. From the Return of the King cartoon. Where there's a whip, psh, there's a way. Where there's a whip, psh, there's a way. Where there's a whip, we don't want to go to war today. But the Lord of the Lash says, yay, yay, yay. We're gonna march all day, all day, all day. Where there's a way. And there's the other one that's about the Tower of the Teeth. That one's pretty good too. The one I won't sing, unless somebody is extremely generous, is the Glenn Yarborough song, because that song fucking sucks. I hate it. The poem is fine. The poem is Tolkien's words. That whole warbly, like he was doing this to his throat and he was singing the song. No. Nope. Not doing it. Isn't there a coffee that gives you like 5% run speed or something? Like, don't I have an out of combat boost? Not on my person. That's fine. Wait, do I have one in my... Because this kind of sucks. Apparently not. One thing you can kind of tell listening to this music, and we missed our corner, missed our turn. Yeah, we actually, yeah, we did. And this is basically how they told you Gollum's cave is down this way. Is that you can tell this music is not an orchestra. That's one of the cool things about Bill Champagne's music these days, is you can tell that it's harder to tell that it's not an actual live orchestra playing as an orchestra. I do wonder how you can see anything down here, because there are no lights. There should be no lights. Oh no! Okay, where are we going next? Let's go to Felagoth, I think. One of the things I want to be careful about is I don't want to miss the Precious at Last optional. So I think... Let me go look at that one on the wiki real quick. Any 10 of the 11 objectives. So, search for the precious, gather remembrances, open the shackles, find the cell, visit the memory, find the tree, swim in the Anduin, gather remembrances, visit the memory of the ring bearer south of the host, swim in the forbidden pool, or listen to a gossip in one of the markets of Dale. So there are 11 things you can do. So as long as I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So what I do not want to do is the listen to a gossip until I've done the optional. And I think if I do the optional, that'll automatically finish out the quest. Okay. I think that's the way to play this. All right, let's go. Let's get this done. We'll start with the one at Felagoth. Find the cell where Gollum was held by the Wood Elves in Felagoth.
What can I do for you?
Okay, we need Felagoth. Felagoth? Find the cell where Gollum was held by the Wood Elves in Felagoth. And let's just hop on a horse that we can just ride inside. Butterflies. can never remember which cell he was in, so I just ride around them all. But I want to know why Thranduil just had some random-ass pile of cells around. Yeah, we're just gonna have like dozens of jail cells down here. For no reason whatsoever. Alright, that was not the one. That was from a different thing. So it kind of implies that maybe Gollum wound up being captured and held in a cell that one of the dwarves was in. Aha! Oh, there he is! He's in the cell. Yes, kitty. Yes, kitty. Yes, kitty. You just did this quest yesterday? The one, year 11 Tales, or... Okay, so... we need to go to the edge of Lothlorien. So we're going back to the house. Actually, let's go to Garbert's cottage, because we'll see the beginning and the end of Gollum's story. Well, not the beginning and the end, but we'll see an earlier bit and then the later bit. You had trouble finding the cell? Yeah, it was literally in the last cell that I looked. I took the scenic route. Brow! My cat is meowing.
How can I be of service?
Let's go to Rivendell. And then we'll go to Eckhad Candleth, which I did unlock.
What do you need?
I don't know why Thief is howling. He's had all 3 of his cans of food today. So it's not like he's hungry. He just likes to meow. He just likes to meow a lot. Alright, we're gonna go down the hill. Have you ever been around when it's right when it turns from dawn into dawn and then the trolls just suddenly vanish? I have. By the way, TARDIS doors. I remember when I first saw these, I'm like, oh, that looks like the door of the TARDIS. And then they use this style of housing, especially those doors, all over Lon Kyrian.
Greetings.
All right. I'll put a stop to this creature. Yeah, she's ready. She's gonna clock him upside the head. We'll be hide behind this bush that's really not much of a not much of a hiding place, I must say. There's some nice juicy fish. What do I look like, a fisher person? I just trained fishing earlier today. Come on.
What can I do for you?
I'm at least trying to hide in the bush. You're just like standing there where he can see you.
Greetings.
Those are really big fish. I mean, they're almost as big as he is. Yep. And that song goes on just like that for like another 5 minutes. which of course is the song Yakety Sax, also known as the Benny Hill theme. Best played on saxophone as the lead musical instrument. And Gollum, of course, is now no longer visible. Hi. And that was that. Yeah, he kind of got away.
What can I do for you?
All right. Okay. Don't tell me I have to do it again. Well, we're not doing it again. We've already done it. Okay, so now... Dead Marshes, Forbidden Pool, some of the Underweed. Sounds like we need to go to Lorien. Actually, sounds like we probably need to go... Yeah, we need to go to Lorien. Yep. Alright, Lorien it is. Lorien it is. And it's dawn above Rohani yet again. Actually, we should go to Stangard. I'm thinking about it. Because the tree that Gollum climbed on the edge of Lothlorien, it was on the south side of Lothlorien. So if I go to Stangard, I can go to Thinglad. Yeah, let's go to Stangard. Hi.
Greetings, friend.
Can I go to Stangard straight from here? You know I can just search for things. You apparently cannot. I think I have to go to Snowbourne. Snowbourne! Alright. Where you can fish in a puddle in the middle of town. I am starting to get a little bit tired too. Alright.
What brings you to these lands?
Nothing. Let's go to pardon me. Stangard. We'll start there. Oh. No. I made a mistake. I made a mistake. I need to go...
Welcome and well met, my friend.
Well, I guess I can go to Inner Garrus Galathon from here. Might as well. Because the tree that Gollum touched was not on the south side of Lorien. It was the one where the elves felt that he touched the tree. When the company first entered.
Greetings to you.
Hi. Alright, let's ride out. And Owl, if you've come back, this is what this place looks like during the daytime. Though to be fair, there's it's not quite as gold as it normally gets because it's just dawn. Then for the next one, I'll need to go to Harwick. And then from Harwick to Floodwind. There we go. The golds are kicking in now. Yep, don't shoot me, don't shoot me! Okay, so flood in the swim. That one is going to require me to. It's going to require some doing. Let's go back to the house. This should actually be the last time I go to the house. No, I will need to go from Floodwind. We'll see where I can get to from Floodwind. So it actually would be quicker just to come back to the house. So 2 more times to come back to the house, I think. And I think what I'll do, the Remembrance and the Dead Marches and the No Man Land is like pretty much one on each side of that portal.
Hello there.
Okay. We're going back to... Can't go to Harwick from here. We have to go to Snowbourne first. Then we can go to Harwick. Which is ironic, Snowbourne is literally down the hill. Literally down the hill. I have been streaming since noon Eastern, yes. Almost about to hit 12 hours.
Will you aid the Horse Lords?
Maybe. How do I have Floodwind on this? Yep, doing the entire anniversary Tales cards. Starting at number 1. Hi, Tuba. How are you doing? I've been doing well. I should be able to get the Floodwind from here.
Will you aid the Horse Lords?
Ooh, good lord. I think probably my favorite thing about once I get done with this is the fact that I can turn the key light off. It'll be nice to turn the key light off. It's very bright. And then I could take my hair out of this braid that matches my character's hair. You didn't see? Okay, so now we need to go swimming in the Anduin near Floodwind. And this one is one where you can just basically go to the right spot and it will trigger for you. And it says southeast of Floodwind. So here we are, down here. And they're basically talking about this little pool right here. So it's about this way. I gotta go up the hill and around. On his little pond. And yes, we're gonna go yeeting ourselves off the thing. Ouch. There we go. Okay. The quickest way, honestly, is the Camp of the Host. I'm thinking Camp of the Host. Almost done with my soda. Okay, this should be the last time we come to the house. Except, once we're done with this, we go... Oh, no, we're gonna have to come back to go to the party tree to turn in year 11. And we're gonna do the epilogue. And then I'm going to go get my Standing Stone housing deco. And then... we're gonna put it on the lawn of a housing, one of my housing places that doesn't have one. I keep saying it. We're gonna come back here once. No, twice. No, I lied. We're gonna keep coming back. All
What can I do for you?
We can't get the Dull Amorous. That's one way to get there. We just need a Camp of the Host. So... we can't get to the Camp of the Host from here directly. But we can get there from Osgiliath.
How may I help you, friend?
Oh gosh, scared the crap out of me is what you did. Let's actually go to Hennethanoon and swim in the Forbidden Pool first. Let me look at the web page real quick, just one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. But you only need to do 10 of the 11 objectives. Alright, we'll go to Henderson and swim in the pool. Because basically, if I don't have to listen to a gossip in one of the markets of Dale, I mean, it's fine, because it doesn't really tell me anything about Gollum. But I want to save the very last one to be the session play with the end of the ring. Alright? So let's go swim in the Forbidden Pool. Let's careen down the hill with our Warsteed down to the Forbidden Pool. Then we'll come back up to the Stable Master, go up to the Camp of the Host. And then let's not yeet ourselves off the cliff, please. Just a slight yeeting will be fine. Not an entire full-ass yeeting where we die and have to run back from the red circle kind of yeeting. But I want the last one of this year to be the tale of the end of the ring, because that's a fun session play. And I always have very fond memories of it, simply because I was the first person to stream it. Because I was on the official at the time. And so Maid of Lions was apparently in chat that day. By the way, look how pretty this shit is. Look how pretty this is. I'm not gonna take a screenshot while we're here. Because why the hell not? It's gorgeous. Let's go back up the hill because I need the Stable Master. And we're gonna take a couple of screenshots from up there too because it'll be pretty. Man, that bear has some serious chin strength. And neck muscle strength to hold itself up like that. Alright. Aha, I managed it. So, let's actually creep over to the top of the mountains. And since it's so bright out, we're going to take a couple of screenshots. Hold up, hold up. There we go. There we go. Care Andros. Don't fall off the cliff, please. And I believe that's Chrysos in the distance. Maybe that is, but... you know, that's looking pretty baller. It's so pretty. This game is so damn beautiful. Alright, let's not fall off the cliffs. Let's go back to the Stable Master. And catch us a ride up to the thing. Go to the Camp of the Host.
How may I help you, friend?
I want to go to the Camp of the Host, please. Let's go get those remembrances real quick, and then we will come back and do the final thing. Man, this looks depressing! Pardon me. Bet the RT is up again. Or still. Because when we were here, the RT that's like right across from the... Yeah, that one was roving around. Though I do have to say it's easier for me to find the passage between the two areas if you come in from the other side, because there's only one small place it could be. Over here, you kind of have to find it. So, all right, let me get back to the darker page. There we go. Mistake, how you doing? I am still at it. I am, yeah, time to pull the donuts out of the freezer, right? If I had any donuts. But I do not. I have ice cream, though. I'm going to have some ice cream because my throat is killed. You can hear it in my voice. My voice is starting to give out. But we have enough to get done what we need to get done, because this is year 11. So this is the last one to be done. And if I recall correctly, the portal is down here. Because it's typically where this dude wanders around. This guy. You know what? You know what, chat? Since we're here. Since we're here... Let's tag 1. You know what? Let's go for the whole 9 yards. Come here. Come here, you. This is the hard one about this guy, is he's the one that you have to fight. Where he will just fear you. And then just shoot you remotely. So I might die on this one. I got feared again. Lurky got feared too. Oh no. And screw you, buddy. So I wound up getting armor, a broken blade, and salt. Perfect for a streamer. Getting salt. This took longer last year, I think, but I'm not sure. I don't remember how long the stream was last year. I will have to go look up and find the VOD of that one to find out how long it took. Alright, this one has the remembrances like right there. And then we'll do the last story bit, but we still have to turn it in and have to do the Standing Stone quest. So let's go back to the Camp of the Host, because the one we want to do is right at the Camp of the Host. It's just south of it, actually. The memory of the ring bearer. I do have to say, the wastes, including this music right now, really sold the terror of the fact that we were going to Mordor. Sauron was still in power. We didn't know if Frodo was alive, but we imagined he was, simply because, well, Sauron hadn't smited us with the One Ring. And that hope was on such a slender thread that it took the will of Aragorn saying, yeah, we're gonna go, and we're gonna, like, be a diversion. Like, Sauron's gonna laugh his ass off, but he'll be looking at us while he's laughing his ass off, so therefore Frodo can do that voodoo that he did so well Except Frodo didn't do that voodoo that he did so well, as we're about to see. Let's stop and be very sad as we race past Galazgil, who will not survive the upcoming battle. And we know his son. We've met his kiddo. Dwayne here, whose sons didn't survive the Pelennor. Alright. It should be just down here by the bridge. There we go. Yep. The memory of the ring bearer. And this was such a powerful moment. And what makes this particular thing so special for me is not only was I the first person to stream this on Lotro Stream when it first came out, and having Maid of Lions in chat was definitely an honor. And he wasn't talking in chat. He was just lurking. Lurky. Right? But I guessed how this sequence was going to play out months before it actually went live. Because their standard procedure is this content never goes up on Bullroar. The actual story, Epic Quest, doesn't go live until the actual expansion goes live. And I love that. It doesn't get publicly tested, and I love that. That's one problem we have in like the WoW community, is everything is spoiled on day one. Or, actually, everything is spoiled on day one, except most everything is already spoiled by data mining before, like on the public test server. So even though they might not have the cinematics, they still have all the quests ready to go. They don't hold back quests, they just hold back the cinematics, pretty much. And you can look on sites like Wowhead. And again, that's my thing about data mining, is if it's on the public test server, it's fair game. I can't complain about people data mining that, because it's there. That's why we know what the new Patreon coffer is going to be. We don't know when it's coming out, though I would imagine fairly soon, because double bonus points are a thing right now because the anniversary's on. But typically they don't do double bonus points until they're ready to unleash a new sale coming up. I'm just saying it's probably soon, TM. But I had the privilege of interviewing Maid of Lions the end of January before Mordor came out in 2017. And I just thrown this out and this is like an old wheeze. I keep telling this story because this is so special. Is I guessed how this was going to play out. It's like, wouldn't it be really cool if the End of the Ring came about and we had a Gollum session play and we got to beat Gollum as he's falling into the lava? And when I saw this for the first time, I was shouting, I called it. I was going bananas. There's actually proof of this. It was on Lotro Stream. So those VODs never go away unless Cordovin decides to throw them out. So that is a thing that happened. And I was so chuffed. And I like to tell the story. Maid of Lions told me later on that during the interview in January, he was kind of miffed that I'd guessed. But then he added that it kind of let people know that he was on, like, it gave him the reassurance that he was on the right path, that I had guessed the way it was going. So he figured that people would, if I was the one who guessed this, then this is kind of how it...
Gollum caught up to us on the slope of Mount Doom, and Sam stayed behind to deal with him while I entered the mountain, eager to be rid of the ring.
I'm gonna get rid of these. Now, I would like to also point out that the voice actor for this is a gentleman by the name of Brandon McInnes. And this is how voice acting kind of works. Is people often don't know when the stuff that they did the work. Voice actors aren't typically told when their stuff gets released. So the reason we know that Brandon McInnes was the one who did this voice for Frodo was because Cordovin tweeted about it or something. He mentioned it somewhere. I think he tweeted about it. Or in some fashion, Cordovin told us, right? And so I hopped on and like had posted his Twitter handle. And so I went on his feed and was like, oh my god, this is so cool. And I was like, well, I guess I can talk about this now. Okay. So one thing I would like to point out is I love the quest text up here. Find the hobbitses. And Gollum has a single skill on a skill bar. And it's murder. Murder most foul. And it says the hobbitses must die. They must die. Gollum. But not yet. No, not yet. And it requires breaking the promise. The breaking of the promise. And Gollum can do 634,500 common damage. Let's go. And we're level 80 Gollum, which amuses me. And this is the Samus
Sam,
Nar.
dear Sam, could not bring himself to slay the wretched creature. He let him go.
The questing dad with the huge raid. We are in the Crack of Doom. Which you still can't get to anywhere else than in this instance. Welcome, Dad, and I assume Mom is with you as well. It was fun to get raid into your channel last night from the official. I didn't do it. That was Cordovin. I was streaming for my usual 3 hours, but then he came back to do the anniversary event on Treebeard. And I will point out that while Cordovin killed Arkenstone, like mass nuke a bunch of people on Arkenstone, he also did it on Landreval. He also did it on Laurelin. And he hit Saranin so bad, both himself and a whole bunch of other people, myself included, got booted from the game world. So Saranin punched him back. But Treebeard was the only server that he himself died on. So when he went onto Treebeard, he forgot to set himself immortal, or his character was only level 50, and he got nuked from orbit just like the rest of us. So I have a screenshot. It says Durin's Bane has defeated Cordovin. But I have to say, I've been streaming for 12 hours, and I'm almost done. I'm so sorry. We still have a little bit more to do, so please hang out, chill. We are streaming for Extra Life, EL, exclamation point EL in chat. And the Extra Life charity is one that the Lotro stream team, organized originally by Sapiens and now by Cordovin, we gather together, and we also get the DDO folks involved on this as well. And we do a marathon stream late in the year where we raise money for this charity. And to date, we have raised a shit ton of money for generally Boston Children's, but any of us can pick another children's charity or another children's hospital in the Children's Miracle Network hospitals. But because of us, and it typically winds up that Cordovin is the largest single fundraiser for Boston Children's every year. So one thing that we have going on, and I know it's a bit of a stretch, is our goal is $500 tonight. Every $100 raised cumulatively, I have been giving away a code for 100 Lotro points. So if folks have a little bit they want to help out with that, that's cool. If not, that's also cool. But every little bit helps.
And so it was that Gollum followed Sam into the mountain.
And we're about to dance. Magic dance. So, St. Linduin has the perfect emote for this, because there's going to be some dancing going on here in a minute. And I'm very much appreciating Frodo's voice actor, Brandon McInnes, who, if you ever play World of Warcraft, Shadowlands, he is the voice actor for a sprite, a fairy. I'm not sure what they're I think they're a sprite in Ardenweald named Featherlight. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. There will be dancing. Gollum will be dancing here. Here we go. Shh, shh, shh.
I am here, but now I choose not to do what I came to do. I will not destroy it. The ring is mine! Master, no! Frodo!
Now I can commit murder! Man, plot armor. Get the ring, let's go. He was just hungry. And now I can't move anywhere. Can't even pan the camera around. There's only one thing that can be done. Dance, bitches. No. Wah!
When the ring went into the fire, the power of Sauron went with it. His works were unmade, and he was undone. Were it not for Gollum, the quest would have failed. After coming so far, after enduring so much, after the sacrifices and the suffering of so many friends, when at last I stood at the crack of doom, I could not do it. I chose not to destroy the ring. How can I bear the shame of it? I let them down. I let everyone down.
Poor Frodo. And we wait for the game to catch up. It still has me in the Sammath Nar, and I'm not supposed to be there. There we go. Finally waking up. So, as I was saying before the questing dad rolled in, thank you for following. Miss Cindy, thank you. I was the first streamer to stream that in live. And months earlier, back in January, so it launched on August 1st or August 3rd. Might have been August 1st. No, it was supposed to launch on August 31st. And I remember that because it was Cordowan's birthday. I'm like, well, hey, they're giving you an expansion launch on your birthday. Isn't that wonderful? And you could kind of hear the, oh, shit. That means he's got to work that day kind of problem. Right? And then it got delayed. Hey! Elda with a shout out. Thank you, Elda, for doing that. Appreciate you. And I had guessed that this is how they were going to do it back in January. You were doing the dishes? How dare you? All right. We have completed year 11. Gollum. Gollum. I'm starting to sound like Gollum. I've been talking all day. However, we're not done yet, kids. We're not done yet. Oh, no. Oh, no, no, no. Let's go back to the party tree. And then we're gonna go to the Brandy Hills for something. This will be the last time. We go back to the house. As I like to call it, back to the house. Okay. And this one's going to require a little bit of help. So once you complete year 10, you're not given another quest. But there is a quest you can find if you've been paying attention to the scrap paper. It was a whole puzzle that people figured out. We're not going to do the whole puzzle because it's already been figured out. But what it did is the scrap paper you'd collected over the previous 10 years worth of cards, cards, whatever, would give you a list of how to put the scrap paper in order, and then there was an answer, and then you rearrange the papers in the order that it, whatever, and what it would do is give you coordinates to a place, and then you get a quest to do something, and then that quest takes you somewhere. To a bunch of places that you learn some things, figure some stuff out, then you go back to this mysterious location, and then you do a series of emotes in order and quick enough, and then you get yourself a housing decoration. And kill him! Kill him. I've been seeing you alt-hopping for the past while. Thief Kitty is around here somewhere. But yep. We are getting very close to finishing the scavenger hunt. And 57 months in a goddamn row. Holy shit. You are amazing, Killum. Party tree. Because we have to also do the epilogue. There is an epilogue that is very fascinating. And again, it's made of lions being an amazing person. I like to refer to him as a magnificent bastard, but it seems kind of just a little bit too... I don't know. It's not being mean-spirited. I say it with complete and utter love and respect and fondness for that man. He's amazing. Okay, 3 new lists this year. Perhaps this will be a new tradition. It wasn't. Wait until next year and wait more our Mystery Merrymaker. Wonder if they will ever reveal themselves. They will. Alright. The event will remain open for some time so the remaining cards can be completed. There we go. We have finished it.